Hey everyone, Scott from Galaxy Comics with yet another CGC video. It's a nice, cool, cold, freezing rain Tuesday morning, and I got a few minutes before I got to open the store, so I thought I would knock out a couple of these big old boxes here. Two big 25 count boxes. I don't know what's in them, I didn't look. But I'm going to knock these out, and hopefully we do a little better than we did on the last batch. If you watched that last video, we kind of got, I didn't, of course, but one of my customers got hammered on some Action Comics, and what everybody's crying about online, I mean, who knows, take it with a grain of salt, but everybody's saying that the new graders are like really harsh, and you know, now is not a good time to send stuff to CGC, but we didn't send these to CGC now. We sent these like in August. So, who knows? I mean, who's to say? Everybody wants higher grades, right? Anyway, I'm gonna knock these out real quick, and then I have a couple of cool little bonus books that I'm gonna show you at the end. They're Drew's books, but we already opened them. But I want to show them to you because I think they're really cool. So stick around for that, or skip to the end now. I can't stop you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you skip to the end or watch the whole thing, but honestly, I don't really care. So anyway. All right, so here's box the first. Oh, well, this is kind of cool stuff. This is some customer books that I had to round out with some Galaxy Comics books. I'll try to pull the customer ones first because I got a lot of duplicates in there, and we'll just burn through this. So here is a C9 Jeepers. What if? Where am I at? What if? Number 1 for series 9.0. I mean, it's not perfect. Little tiny crease down there, some dings on the spine, but I don't know. I'm starting to question everything now. Oh, that sucks too. So we got an Amazing Spider-Man number 4 for Silk. Cindy Moon becomes Silk. 9.8. See, you can get 9.8 still. That's not a 9.8. That blows. Okay, these are a couple of his books. We got a Sweet Tooth number 1. I knew this wasn't going to be a 9.8 when I sent it, because it's got. So that's the thing. This has got a couple of little color breaking creases on the spine. Excuse me. And it's a 9.4. With that What If look pretty nice. That's a 9.0. Anyway, Sweet Tooth 1. You know, one of those books that would have been nice a year ago. Miss Marvel number 1, 2014 series, 9.6. Not too shabby. Edge of the Spider-Verse number 2, obviously first Spider-Gwen, first printing, 9.6. Also not too shabby. I think that's one of those books, I don't know the value off the top of my head, but a 9.8 is probably worth twice as much as a 9.6. These are a little rough, but they're old, but they're cool. Marvel Feature number 1, first book devoted to Red Sonja. Obviously not her first appearance, which would have been in Conan 23 and 24. But a 7.5 on that. Awesome, awesome cover on those. First issue, new from the creator of Conan. And a Marvel Feature number 2, 6.5. Man, I don't want to be that guy, but oh geez. Okay, there's some staining on the back. Whew. I'm looking at this going, that is not a 6.5. But we got some staining and stuff on the back up in here, as you can see. So, alright. Maybe they know what they're doing. It takes a long time to train new people, though. Thor number 1, Jane Foster becomes Thor, 9.8. This is one of those books that I read a bunch when it came out, and nobody really gave a crap for the longest time. And then suddenly, it's like really expensive, and I had like 30 copies of it. I don't anymore. I don't even know where they're at. There we go. There we go. I know who sent this in. This is a guy, I think you've seen some of his stuff in some other videos. He's got all this late bronze. Early bronze? No, early bronze would have been early 70s. Late 70s stuff. 77, 78, 79, 80. Bought them off the rack when they came out. Bought multiple copies of this stuff when it came out. And just kept them. And they're gorgeous. These books, the magazines he's sending in are awesome. The books he's sending in are awesome. This is a Micronauts #1. I mean, 9.6. 9.6. Books from 1979. That's awesome. And where's the #1? So here's a Red Sonja #1 from 1977. Little tiny, tiny thing. 9.6. That's so awesome. Frank Thorne cover. Frank Thorne did such an awesome job with her. Frank Thorne artwork is quality. And the Marvel feature #4. Another Frank Thorne cover. Near mint. 1976. Books near mint. That's so nice. And all of this guy's books are like that. He's got stacks of comics from the 70s that are just in such great shape. Here's a Spectacular Spider-Man #1. 9.0. 9.0. Now we're swinging back the other way where maybe I'm just used to sending in really nice books. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know how this is a 9.0. I don't know how this is a 9.0. This book. Get back. Little tiny, 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 tiny little ding right there. Tiny, tiny. The book's a 9. Okay. Let's see if we're getting into my books. Okay, I think the rest of these are Galaxy books because they're all kind of the same. And I was just trying to pad out this invoice. So we'll do these first. Bugger, man. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic #9. First full appearance of Revan. Book's a little pricey. Near mint. 9.4. Okay. And I got a little ding. But one little ding. One little ding on the corner. Or not on the corner, but on this spine. If I can find it. Right there. Little tiny, tiny, tiny ding. 9.4? Okay. And Revan 9.4. So 3 of them, 9.4s. And I couldn't throw me a 9.6 or, God forbid, a 9.8. You know, so I got these. Sent them at the same time. I mean, granted, these came out 10 years later, but. So anyway, Kanan. The Last Padawan. #1. Got a 9.8. And also a 9.8. So that's okay. They're not $500 books like the other ones. And then these just got hot. Hopefully they'll get a little hotter. Let me do a little bit of sorting because I know there's a #1 in here too. Okay. So that's a 1. So it isn't. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it is me. My books are nice, except for those. But I mean, gee whiz, those Knights of the Old Republic, they came out in 2006. I mean, they're like 15 years old. So anyway, so here's a Darth Vader #1, first appearance of Black Krrsantan, the Wookiee. 9.8. Take that all day. And then this little stack here, just some stuff I had laying around. And before you get too jealous, I sold a bunch of these when it first came out. Threw them up on the old eBay for, gosh, I was probably pulling 14, 15 bucks a piece for Darth Vader #3, first appearance of Dr. Aphra and 000 and BT1, because it was hot when it first came out, and they were like $15, and I was like, man, it's like a $4 book. I'm getting $14. It's worth a little more now, but this will help ease that. So there's a 9/8, first Aphra. Here is 3 more 9/8, first Aphra, and this here is 3 more 9/8, first Aphra. So that makes up for my first Revens a little like 1 9/8, half a dozen first Aphra 9/8. So if you're looking for the first Dr. Aphra, let me know. I know a guy. Okay, man, 10 minutes. I can talk. All right, here's box number 2. So some cool stuff. Yeah, the Star Wars I threw in there because the customers, you know, they sent in whatever 15 books or whatever it was, and I needed to pad out that invoice to get to 25. So I said, throw some Star Wars. That's kind of hot, right? People like the Star Wars. All right, this is the bronze guy. Okay, so this is the bronze guy. He's going to be pretty happy. I'm kind of happy to get these back for him. Kind of not happy because dude always prepays for all of his stuff. So I get these books in and then I don't get any money on them because he paid for them, you know, 8 months ago, and I already spent all that money. So anyway, here's an Omega, the Unknown #1, 9.2. So this is going to be some different stuff that maybe we don't see all the time. I know definitely I haven't sent any of these in. Move over, Walking Dead. There we go. Here we got a Marvel Team Up Annual, #1. The awesome X-Men Spider-Man crossover, 9.6. 9.6. Looks from 1976. 9.6. Awesome. These were interesting, and they didn't really... We wonder what they're going to do with it. There's a printing defect, and they didn't even note it on the cover. I mean, whatever. But here's a 9.2. Here's a Marvel Super Action starring Captain America. This is a... I think these are all just reprints. They got to be, right? These are all reprints. 9.2. But look at Cap's face. Big old ink blot on his face. And it's a printing error because here's a 9.4 with the same thing. So we didn't know if they were going to make a note or how bad it would hurt the grade or whatever, but apparently you can have a big old ink blot on Captain America. I don't think they're all like that, but you can still get a near mint with that. Fun. We got a 2001 Space Odyssey, #1, near mint. Cool, cool, cool. We got a Skull the Slayer, #1, origin first appearance of Skull the Slayer, near mint. Another Omega the Unknown, 9.2. Dang. Dang. Oh, I kind of want that one too. All right, so we got Detective Comics 526, the 500th appearance. See, this is back when they knew how to count. Because when Action 1027 came out, they're like, oh, the 1000th issue of Action Comics. When actually it was the 1001st issue of Action Comics. This is of Batman. Rewind that. Detective 1027, they were touting that as the 1000th appearance of Batman in Detective Comics, not Superman in Action Comics, when actually it was his 1001st. So here is Detective 526, Batman's 500th appearance, in an awesome 9.6 condition. Really, really tough on these because this metal circle on there, you touch it, fingerprints, boom, and they don't come off. It's a cool looking thing, but man, if you touch that, the logo up here too, with that type of ink, it's just done, ruined it. So there's a 9.6 on that, which is awesome. Not as awesome as this 9.8. Really cool. It's got to have Catwoman on it, right? Yep, there she is, Catwoman. But yeah, so Batman's 500th appearance in Detective, 9.8. Awesome, awesome book. See, even that though, I'm looking. There's a little ding on the spine, but it's a printing thing. It's from when they folded it, but still. Got this little ding here, and they give it a 9.8, but these other ones that look like freaking perfect, they get a 9. Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos, number 1. 9.6. Oh, so close. I mean, really cool. Chuck Norris book. I wouldn't mind a 9.8 of that, but maybe I can talk him out of this 9.6. 9.6 is cool. Put it back in my dojang there. Okay. A few more. Oh, not quite as good, but hey, whatever. Skull Slayer number 1, 9.0. We already saw the other one, which was far superior. Here's a Doctor Strange number 10. Why? I don't know. Baron Mordo, Eternity. Hey man, it's a 9.6. 1975. 9.6. Awesome. Here's a Doctor Strange number 7. 9.2. Not as awesome. Still cool though. Here's some stuff that we'll recognize. Ooh, nice! Uncanny X-Men 248. First Jim Lee X-Men. 9.6. Close. Close, close. And a 9.6. Another one. This book used to be expensive, and I just went and I put one out on the wall here recently, and it's down to not very much, 10 or 15 bucks or whatever. But it's a Star Wars Dark Empire. 9.8. If I'm not mistaken, which I could be, but first Dark Horse Star Wars comic. Star Wars Dark Empire. I think. I have to look it up. I think that's right. Let's see. But let them touch on that in the Mandalorian or the movies or something. Do something where, you know, Luke flirts with the dark side. Dark Empire 1, $7,000. X-Men 248, 9.6. X-Men 248, 9.8. There it is. 9.8. And a 9.6. Jeez. I honestly don't remember sending these in, but, I mean, obviously I did, but I don't remember filling out this invoice. X-Men 248, 9.4. X-Men 248, 9.6. X-Men 248, 9.4. Near mints. Near mints. Okay. I don't remember somebody sending in like 8 copies of that book or 6 copies of that book. Here's a John Carter, Warlord of Mars. First appearance of John Cartier. Little crease down there. Good golly. See, now look at this book. I'd have to go back and look at this. I'm going to do some scans. Look at this. This book, I look and go, okay, this book's jacked. It's a 9.0. We look, I mean, we got some color breaks. We got some, you know, it's got some issues, right? Okay, so very fine near mint. That's good. Good call. Got the little tiny crease down there. Got some messed up, you know, on the spine. So that book gets a 9. But that other one, that whatever that was, Peter Parker or whatever, that book was tight and also a 9. Anyway, Giant Size Doctor Strange number 1. Near mint. 9.4 from 1975. And lastly, I guess, Uncanny X-Men 248, 9.6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So somebody sent in like 9 copies of that. I don't think it was me. Couldn't have been me. I wouldn't have sent 9 copies. But anyway, there's that. Okay, cool. So, that's that. I got some Dr. Aphras. Yay me. Somebody got some X-Men. I guess that's good for them. Trying to knock over this entire stack of graded comics. Okay, so these we sent in, not we. These Drew sent in for the Mark Brooks signing, and they just came back really cool. I go over them real quick here. So this is it's cool. X-Men Legacy 275, just a cool cover. Came back in 9.8. Not super thrilled with the signature placement. It's a very busy cover though, but you know, he signed it scribbly there, but I mean, it's cool. Could have been better, I suppose. This one, he sent in and he requested a corner box, like Marvel used to do the corner box, and they don't do that anymore, generally. So he said, hey, could you do like a little corner box on this cover and sign it and stuff? And he did, and it turned out really, really cool. So it's X-Men Legacy 262 with an awesome Mark Brooks Rogue cover. Little signature down there. But he did the little Rogue cover corner box. That's really neat. I think it's neat. It's expensive. And then the last one, he sent in this blank. Well, it's not a blank. It's sort of a blank. It's got the Marvel border. Drew's collecting if you remember the 25th anniversary where they had all the characters around the border. And then they did it again later on. And then they made them all like 1 in 10s in the debt. So he started collecting all those, and he's trying to get all those. And Ultimate Comics did a Fantastic Four homage or whatever, but a blank cover. So all he said was, hey, I want Invisible Woman, because it's a thing. And we were really worried that he was going to do like, maybe just do like the dotted line outline or something, or be funny, or do nothing. You go, hey, here's your Invisible Woman sketch. But he didn't. He drew that. And that's a remark. That's not a sketch. This was just remarks. His sketches were like $800 or something, or $600. I don't know. Real expensive. Yeah, it's after 12. Phone's ringing. So this was just a remark, and I think it turned out really well. I really like it. I mean, Mark Brooks was not cheap. Oh, it's also a 9.8. That's from Ultimate Comics. So I want to say the remarks, it had to be a couple $100, $250 maybe. I think he spent like $600 on the 3 books. So I don't know if signatures were $100 and the remarks were $250 or. So this counted as a remark also. I think it's a nice little sketch for a remark. But anyway, that's that. I gotta go open the store. People are calling me, and you know, I don't know why it's Tuesday. Do you go to your comic store on Tuesday? Why do people go to the comic store on Tuesday? Books come out Wednesday, right? But no, that's not true. Books do come out on Tuesday now in some places. DC was doing the big push for that, but Wednesday will always be New Comic Day at Galaxy Comics. So anyway, that's that. Until I get some more stuff in, I will talk to you then. And as always, thanks for watching.